Why men have given up on women. Let's face it, the red pill community was not built overnight. As both a woman and a psychotherapist, my journey has been humbling to say the least. The number one reason that men have given up on women and on love is solely because the gap between men and women is getting larger and larger. With women, there's the movement of, I don't need no man. And then with men, you have that movement of, when women are a liability.
More men have quietly reached the same conclusion. Peace has become more valuable than constant conflict, and many have stopped chasing situations that consistently leave them worse off. At some point, protecting your peace becomes more important than meeting someone else's expectations.
I don't think men like women anymore. I don't think that men desire us women anymore, us real women. I don't think that they value us like they used to. Men aren't really putting out effort. They're not putting out any type of effort like they used to. Taking a girl on a date becomes an issue. You know, spending money on a woman is an issue. You should have your own money as a woman. Going out to do something fun is an issue. Why don't you just come over to the house and we could do something in the house? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm from New York, but I see women all over the globe complain about what's happening with men nowadays. Is it women that's not making themselves desirable anymore? Because there are beautiful women out here, beautiful women, ambitious women, caring women, nurturing women who are outside looking for love, and men that just can't keep up with that. Like, they're not communicating with them. They're not willing to hang out and do fun things. What happens to the fun in life? What happened to life being exciting and fun and, going out and discovering the world?
The problem isn't simply appearance or attraction. It's the attitude, mindset, and behavior that increasingly accompany many modern relationships. Respect, accountability, and cooperation are qualities that more men are prioritizing, and many no longer see them as easy to find.
Women are scared of happily single men. You want to know why? Let's get into it. Being happily single as a man makes you more appealing. Men that don't need to be in a relationship. Men that have high standards. Men that don't chase women. They chase in purpose. This makes women think, wonder if that man is actually interested in them, and will in turn, y'all listen to this, increase the value of that man and his expressed interest in their minds.
For years, many women assumed that men would always seek approval and validation through them. But when a man is genuinely content with his own life, that dynamic begins to change. His independence reflects confidence, discipline, and self-respect rather than loneliness. Suddenly, attention is no longer guaranteed, and the expectations within the relationship begin to shift. That's when the conversation starts looking very different than it once did.
It's the rude awakening that men have needed for thousands of years.
I have 4 big things to say about this, but first of all, I'm not quite sure where this belief came from that if more women divorce their husbands, that these men are just going to believe that it was all their fault and they're going to grow and get better. No, there's never just fault on one side, and men know that. Second of all, most men that go through divorce end up losing a lot in the form of lost time with their children and financially through spousal support and child support. So many men just feel victimized by the court system. Thirdly, a lot of these men that get put through the ringer, they eventually build themselves back and they realize that they're a lot happier being single. It's actually a lot more peaceful for them. And fourthly and lastly, a lot of men never want to get married again, or in the first place, because they hear women like this talking about divorce as if it's some sort of punishment for her not being happy, as if his needs and the family's needs have nothing to do with it. And men are smarter than that.
Many men aren't speaking from theory when they discuss family court. They're speaking from experience. They've watched friends, co-workers, and relatives lose significant amounts of money, time with their children, and years of emotional stability. Those experiences naturally influence how future generations view commitment and legal risk. For many, the potential cost simply outweighs the potential reward, and that's a calculation each person has to make for themselves.
If you look at the stats on who's happiest, the happiest people are single women and married men. They're the two happiest groups of people always.
Single women
and married men
are the happiest.
But the happiest groups of people, like not married women. Married women like end up doing all the jobs, and married women aren't happier than single women. Single women are happier than married women. And married men are really happy because they get everything done for them, basically.
Claims about relationships should always be measured against evidence rather than emotion. At the same time, it's difficult to ignore the growing conversations surrounding loneliness, mental health, and long-term life satisfaction across different groups. A relationship doesn't automatically create happiness simply because two people occupy the same home. Lasting peace comes from the quality of the relationship, not merely its existence.
Would you rather be married and miserable or single and lonely?
Single and lonely, as long as I have my money. If you not my thought process, I cannot have you around me because you're going to fuck up my life.
Can you be lonely and not miserable?
You can be lonely and have a blast.
9 times out of 10, when somebody tells you they're lonely, are they happy?
No.
Are they happy?
No.
I disagree.
Are they happy?
I've been lonely and happy. You can be lonely and happy. You cannot be miserable and happy. It doesn't make sense. When I'm feeling lonely, it's easier for me to feel loved if I go around people I love. When I'm miserable, I could be around y'all and I'm still miserable.
Keep in mind podcast. Yeah, you better keep it in mind.
Many people assume that being alone automatically means being unhappy, but those aren't the same thing. Solitude can create space for purpose, discipline, friendships, hobbies, and personal growth when approached with intention. A peaceful life lived independently often provides far more stability than remaining trapped in a relationship filled with constant conflict. Freedom leaves room for new opportunities, while chronic turmoil slowly drains every area of life. Choosing peace over unnecessary suffering isn't giving up. It's recognizing that not every situation deserves your continued investment.
Do you think men are happier when they are single or in a relationship? This question comes up because I got into a bit of an argument on Facebook this week because someone had posted a very long and detailed post alluding to just that fact, that men, when they are free to pursue their own goals, and see who they want, and hang out with friends, and do all the things that they want to do, are actually happier than when they're in a relationship. And I agreed, because the reality is that men typically give up their goals and hopes in lieu of whatever she wants them to do. Of course, this led to a lot of arguments and a lot of hate from the women at me, which I am very much used to, which is fine. What I want to know is,
living alone may come with small inconveniences. The house may not always be spotless, and some responsibilities fall entirely on your shoulders. Even so, many men would rather manage those everyday challenges than constantly deal with disrespect, manipulation, or emotional exhaustion. A quiet home with peace often feels far more rewarding than a comfortable home filled with constant tension.
You want to know why men over 40 are staying single? I'll tell you why. Because society raised women to be wives to careers, not husbands. And now the men who were once overlooked are watching rebellion unfold and choosing peace over chaos. These ain't excuses. These are the raw, unfiltered reasons men are walking away from modern women, and many of them don't plan on looking back. You better watch this all the way through or keep wondering why that good man ain't calling you back. Let's set the record straight. This ain't about men being bitter. This ain't about men being weak. This is about men getting wise, men getting structure, and men finally realizing what marriage has turned into and what it costs when you choose a woman who ain't built for submission, peace, or purpose. And if you're one of those women thinking, well, Maybe he just can't handle a strong woman. Sit tight. You're about to find out he didn't lose interest. He gained clarity. First reason, divorce destroys a man's life. Older men have seen it too many times, good men getting gutted in court. He loses his house, he loses his pension, his legacy, and she walks away with half his world for bringing nothing but attitude to the table. Why would any man jump into a legal system designed to reward rebellion and punish masculinity?
He wasn't attacking anyone. He acknowledged difficult realities while also recognizing that men have their own shortcomings and responsibilities to address. Honest conversations become far more productive when both strengths and flaws are recognized, instead of pretending only one side has room for improvement. That kind of balanced perspective deserves respect, even from those who may disagree with some of his conclusions. If the message hit, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.